Hello, my fellow YouTubers. This is Roy back again. Today's phrase is freeze frame. Why do I call it freeze frame? Is because I have to stop everything I'm doing and I have to tear apart some wire and find the culprit. What culprit, you say? This culprit. Let's get right to it. Got some great news today. Well, what I just said wasn't good news, but we figured it out. But I got great news today. Temco showed up today. Yeah, buddy. Got me I ordered another 22 gauge 5-pound spoolie. Then Temco showed up and gave me my 16 gauge 10 pounds. Big ass chubby there. And now I have to make up 2 more spools, aluminum, identical to this for over here, this PMH. This is how I built those. I just got some angle iron, aluminum, some flat aluminum bar, and I create those. Pretty cool, all aluminum. No welding, just good old some tape. Good old duct tape. Not much of it though, but enough to hold the thing together. It'll slide right over. But the better half. Let's get into the situation. Well, I thought I found the culprit. Let's look at this wire here. I just took a section off of right there because I thought I found the culprit. And maybe I did, but maybe I didn't. Let's look for the end. There it is. There's the end of the wire. There's the bend where it goes around the bottom when I started this. Bare wire. Bare wire touching the damn metal. So, I can tell right away, night and day difference, when these coils are around this bar and there's no continuity with anything else. These are isolated. Everything is like beautiful. This thing is like all of a sudden like Frankenstein when you fire it up. And recently, through the couple experiments I made yesterday, I noticed something's wrong. So it went south quick. So here we are, 12-volt battery. One side's connected, the negative's connected to this side. And we're going to go ahead and touch this side and see if we can fire up the coil. There we go. So we're getting sparks, so that means it's firing up. Let's go ahead and check it. Okay. For extra strength magnetism. So I won't be able to pull this off if it's got good. Nah. I'm pulling that off right now. And that thing is connected. All right. Well, here's where the shit hits the fan. Let's pull that off. The reason why it's like that? There's another wire somewhere else. Somewhere else. It's got continuity. You know what I mean? So we got a dead short somewhere. Not good. Not good. You can't dead short wire. It just, everything. Dead short wire for some reason screws everything up. Now, if I work across these bottom of these windings, touch this one. Let's see if I have Superman strength over here. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah, I ain't pulling that off. All right, so obviously it's not between this and this, but it's around somewhere. So what am I going to do about it? Well, this is what we're going to do about it. We're not going to fart with this shit. This is the second time that I unwound the coils and hunted down the culprit. And tell you the truth, you know, it's, you know, you can see it right there. You tighten it down, you think tape would be good enough, but it makes its way through. So we're going to also use this. And we're going to build a sleeve. We're going to build a spool. So the spool will go across the top, aluminum spool. That's going to slide on. I'll pre-wind them, slide them on, make the connections. And there's a reason why we're making connections versus I could just use one wire. Wind, come around, wind, come around, wind, come around, wind. Same thing all over and keep the poles going. But I want to break up the wheel in, say, in quarters. Or maybe it might be in half in reference to Ed Leedskalnin's crescent moon. Let's pull up a picture of Mr. Ed with his happy crescent moon. He's got them all over the place. And there's got to be a reason. He's even sitting in a son of a bitch right there. What's he say? He didn't say nothing. At least Leedskalnin was a proud man. He insists upon being his best attire when photographs were taken. He moved the mountain. Good for him. That's his old location. That was his first mountain. Pretty cool picture. Obviously his living quarters and work quarters identical, but they're made out of wood. And notice also that whole section, everything there is what was moved and put in the new location. Back to this. So we're going to make spools. We're going to wind this. The reason I'm not making it one continuous wire is because I don't know if it's going to be half. That half of it is fired at a time and the other half isn't. Sort of like the planet in a sense. And I got a feeling that might be what it is. Or it might be in thirds or quarters or eighths or sixteenths. It depends on what strength I'm looking, I guess. A couple things on strength is when you just stretch the wire all out and just have two ends, there's a lot of resistance in here. In fact, if we want to check the resistance, we can go over here to Mr. Voltmeter. I'm going to do this with one hand now, guys. So bear with me. But I think I can pull this off. Let's listen for a beep. Continuity beeping. All right. We're also going to get a reading on how much resistance is in this bugger. So there's a break somewhere. Remember, there's a break in there, so that iron probably has something going on. Well, I don't know how accurate that's going to be, but let's just say it has 2.0 ohms of resistance, which isn't a lot of resistance. But when it comes to magnetism, it does matter. So I could knock the resistance in half just by using half the wheel. It depends. If there's coils all the way around it, you want the whole wheel fired up. So you're going to have to mitigate the resistance issues. And I think that's something that we'll deal with. But for right now, great day. Just got done working out of the shower, fresh in my damn sweatpants. Got my double sweatshirts on. Vinny's over there tearing bone up. Things, been chewing that for about a damn week. Look at how he holds it up. Yeah, he knows we're talking about him. You guys, peace out, man. Temco pulled through. Give Temco kudos. But listen, you got to do the due diligence with that. Even though I did trust them to give me back my product, but I also checked the weight on the shipping, and that's where I busted them. So anyway, yeah, so we're going to build the other set of coils, but I got to build spools that I can wind those coils. That's almost 5 pounds. This is all I got left in 5 pounds, and you can see we're almost at the bottom. Pretty much not much left. So it's almost 5 pounds of wire sitting over there. FYI, almost 5 pounds. And then you'll have that over there. Same thing, 18 gauge. And we also are, so we're making mimics using half the wheel, cutting it in half. And we're also going to spool up the whole wheel. I think that in itself is going to be really, really good, because then I can slide on or off. I can even make spools of different gauge wire if I needed or wanted to. I definitely want to experiment with different wire. This is 16 gauge, sweet 16. I'm assuming that it doesn't get hot, so it handles, and I'm not putting a lot into it. So imagine I'm putting 2 car batteries. So I'm thinking about buying 2 deep cycle car batteries. So 24 volts going into the Mammy Jammy, but I'll be using my, where is my beautiful, oh yeah. This is almost like a Variac, but this is for DC. So I'll be using this. And this will adjust the voltage going in. All right. We'll sit that right over here. That'll adjust the voltage going in. They're pretty cool too. And then with the batteries, I got as much amperage I want to pull out of it, whatever I'm drawing, based on how I set this up. The DC power supply or child's play when it comes to real deal stuff like this, these bottom out. That's a 10 ampere. As soon as it gets to 10 amps, the capacitors empty out, then it picks up a big ripple from the AC that's plugged into the wall, and it's worthless. So it screws everything up. So basically, you don't really want to use that. It's good for playing around, experiment lightly, and just staying low in the volts. But you know how it is. You go up in volts, you go up in current. Peace out, my bro hams and bro girls. Woohoo! NASCAR.